extremely happy in welcoming you to our show, Inspire Me Today. We are really grateful to have you here with us. Thank you for taking out some of your valuable time. As we all know, Smile Foundation is an NGO for poor children in which you're benefiting over 15 lakh children and their families per year. So, would you like to tell us something about your foundation?
Yeah, so basically now today our focus is more about the Smiles Foundation as the title indicates Smiles. So it refers from abbreviation Special Methods in Learning Expression Skills with a tagline bridging the mile between special skills. So the current focus is more about neurodiversity, the children who can't speak, who have intellectual disability, who need support lifetime. So that's how the current Smiles Foundation is focused about. So in fact, this is one of the opportunity for me as a parent. So 15 years back, I was heading Apollo and completely supporting all critical illness. So wherever anybody comes for any kind of illness, we say there is a treatment procedure. But this is something which we are currently focusing on is on autism, Down syndrome, and dyslexia and ADHD. These are the four neurodiversity areas where even till today there is no medical procedure available to repair the brain functionality. That's how Smile has been evolved. And now being a parent and a person who holds dual masters both in healthcare and technology, we are trying to build the best practices. And last 6 years, we started doing pilots and created a repeated models. So now our focus is to ramp up. So now if you look at the overall Smiles Foundation, not only in terms of just creating an awareness or initial assessment for these children, now we are trying to empower ourselves into two other levels. One is continuing the healthcare facility, and third is about vocational. So the current focus is more about creating an employment opportunity for the special needs children, along with women empowerment. That's how overall health, education, and employment, and parallelly focusing on food. These are the four verticals where all neurodiversity comes into picture. And in fact, this is the first organization which is taking lead in India, in fact, in the world, focusing on four verticals with expertise focusing on this neurodiversity.
So how do you basically provide support, or like what kind of support do you provide to like children and parents?
Yeah, basically, if you look at these children, it's not that every child is born with disability. So the first step, what we do is we try to educate parents. Most of the time when someone is born with genetical marriage with the Down syndrome or even with high chromosomes, that's a natural known which is known to all of us. But autism is something where it can occur in any age group. So now, first of all, when a parent comes to us, or even if they identify a kid is having some delayed milestones, the first most of the time parents that come to us is my kid is not having speech properly. That's how they approach us at the age of 2 or 3 years. But by the time when we see them, there are different behaviors where we can observe from these children. For example, hand flapping, poor social interaction, lack of risk assessment. So they don't even able to communicate all the things. Indirectly, we treat them as socially blind. So that's how you need to identify because autism is not a disease, it is a disorder. It's a lifetime disorder. And currently, when a parent comes to us, we have a different screening methods. First, we look at about their behavior patterns, and then we have a different checklist like FACP, DST, functional assessment checklist, which talks about completely in four knowledge areas: social, personal, academic, and occupational area. Similarly, DST, developmental screening test. So this is done by a psychologist where it will be evaluated their physical age versus logical age. So if a kid of 3 years comes to us, what is their logical age? Similarly, there are other methods called globally accepted CARS, CARS, and other is REALS. So this is used by audiologists to look at about their vocational activities, especially vocal. So overall, if you look at we all humans, we have five sense organs. For X reason, one of the sense organ is weak. Till today in entire world, there is no medical procedure to repair the brain. But what we try to emphasize here is identify the gaps in other four sense organs and then make sure that they are empowered so that it will overcome. And so this assessment will help to screen the child in the current phase, whether they are severe, moderate, or average, or even below average level. So based upon their levels, we design programs called IEP, Individual Education Program. Every kid is unique, and based upon the kid, the rehabilitation wellness activities will be defined.
So, are you like able to find professionals who can work with children? Like, what inspired you to start Smile Foundation, and what is your vision? Like, where do you see Smile Foundation in?
Yeah, so basically, if you look at my journey with Smiles Foundation, first started as a parent. So as I indicated in my earlier statement, I personally suffered being a healthcare leading professional working in Asia's largest healthcare division, not having the facility. Let me give one simple example how I started. For example, since I am in a best institution, I have a network. So what I used to do is for a speech therapy, I used to take my kid to Helen Keller Institute, which is in Sainikpuri near RK Puram. So the best faculty, she used to give the training. So it was every day 2 o'clock. Now, second, coming back to occupation therapy, I used to take another institute in Yusuf Kuda. And third, when it comes to special education, I used to take NIEPID, the Divyangan, Manovikas Nagar in Boinpalli. All three are best institutes. But imagine a situation, a kid of 3 to 4 years traveling in this many kilometers every day, and 2 o'clock his speech is there, speech class. And it is expensive. Even I'm talking about 10 years back, I used to pay 500 rupees per hour. So now imagine three therapies, 1500 rupees per day. How many people can afford? So even let's take about affordability as a part. So even taking 2 hours, 2 o'clock in every day, most of the time, weekly twice, my kid used to sleep in my car. I can't wake up my child. I can't ask my therapist to change his timing or even reduce the cost. So because of that entire challenge and experience of risk that I face, what I realized is there should be a system where every parent should be affordable and all therapies should be under one roof, and it should be done by qualified people, and there should be a continuous monitoring. So now what happened earlier is there are few parents where I used to see they used to take one therapy in a day. But when you look at from medical aspects and psychological study, kids learning brain develops 60 to 80% before age 6. That means age 6 is a golden benchmark time where every day before age 6 is very important. So now let me give one more example how things natural wellness methods coming into picture. For example, when you look at cancer or a gangrene person suffering with diabetes, there is a therapy called oxygen therapy. So what they do is a kid and parent will be made them sit in a small room, 10 by 10 room with instead of AC, it will be oxygen chamber. So basically what happens is when you inhale oxygen, that will empower your new cells development, especially for cancer or gangrene where there is no cure. Amputation is the best practice, but still that things, some of the minor level of gangrenes will get cured. So this was experimented by these autism children and we see some developments. But fortunately or unfortunately, it is very expensive. 1 hour it is charged by 2000 rupees. How many people can afford it? So the alternate way how we started practicing and educating parents is a simple walk morning between 7 to 9 in a park bare feet, 10 to 15 minutes. It will help you to create your timeline of daily engaging 30 minutes of quality time with child and fresh oxygen levels where they are without pollution, they are able to do it. And finally, they are doing with zero cost and we see the results. So that's how each and every activity, Smile started its own research center, not just only talking about therapy, rehabilitation, or any kind of not-for-profit model. What we did is we started embedding the complete technology coming into picture. And especially when you talk about these children, there is a chance of occurrence of seizures and epileptic cycles. So epilepsy is nothing but simply like a drowsiness. A kid will be getting into seizures. So if you look at the statistics, any person who's suffering with seizures, you can't stop it. It has to come like a simple episode and he has to complete. And same time, if you look at the global statistics, if a proper first aid is given to any child with this neuro disorder of seizures, the risk is 0.05. I'm talking about life risk. But if a same person is not given proper first aid, then the risk is 17%. The simple method of giving the first aid is making them to lie down on a flat surface and tilting them to either left or right side so that they can inhale the proper oxygen. So in fact, the first study most of the time where parents can look at is about birth cry of a kid. If you look at movies, if a kid doesn't cry, they tilt the kid and then they tap to make them cry. So what it happens is when he cries, he inhales oxygen to the brain and few neurons will get open and five sense organs will get activated. So that's the early sign where people can do it. But now there are other methods and areas where we need to focus. But looking at Smile's root cause of how we took our journey and kickoff is first as a parent, I took my bad practices that are available in the society and the challenges that I personally faced. And then I decided, okay, now we need to do something different because this is an opportunity for me. In fact, when I quit Apollo, one of my friend motivated me. There is something that you need to. That's why you are able to work with healthcare division, technology, and as a parent, now this is an opportunity for you to think differently. That's how the Smiles evolved last few years.